All right, this is the Fantasy Sports Boss with another fantasy football wrap-up for the 2022 season. Alvin Kamara, you could not pay me enough of money to draft Alvin Kamara in 2023. I'll tell you why. Before I go any further, of course, hit the subscribe, hit that notification button if you haven't done so already. Starting to get into the NFL draft now. We have the off season here. Later on live stream where I'm going to reveal my all-bust 2022 all-bust team. Now, in terms of Kamara, just a couple of things right off the bat. So right now, he's playing in his age 26 season. He's going to be 27 next season. So, right there, that's already, he's playing in his age 27 season. He's going to be 28 next season. And so, right off the bat, that's something that is very concerning, given the fact that a running back, when they hit the age of, over 26, so 27, 28 is when problems start to arise. You can even push up to 26 if a guy comes right out of college and is a bell cow back. So with 6 seasons in the book now, we're seeing a firm trend with Alvin Kamara. His first year, it's 6.1 per attempt, per rush attempt. Then 4.6, 4.7, and 5. Those are his first 4 years, all excellent, all Pro Bowl seasons. Now, 2021, average yards per carry sank all the way down from 5 the previous season to 3.7. This season, just 4.0 per carry. So those are two below average per carry performances for Kamara running the football. How about this? This season, it was his worst missed tackle percentage per carry ever in his career. Even worse, it was his worst yards after contact per carry in his entire career. Just 2 100-yard rushing games. It was the lowest amount of pass targets he's ever gotten in his career. So all of the trends are going the wrong direction. He's going to be 28 next year, which is an age you never want to own a running back. There's a lot of mileage on Kamara. He came right out of the gates 2017 as a rookie and got just a ton of work. And on top of that, he has an issue with the law from that assault, knocking out a gentleman during a late night out at the Pro Bowl a couple of years back. He's going to have to answer from the personal conduct policy. The hearing is going to be May 1st, so Kamara is likely looking at a 1 or 2 game suspension. Finally, on top of all of that, the quarterback situation is a mess. Is it going to be Andy Dalton again? Are the Saints going to bring somebody in? Jameis Winston is still there. Winston doesn't like to throw to his running back. So these are all issues that we have to concern ourselves here in terms of Kamara. With fantasy football, in terms of fantasy football, it was a mess of a season. The first the month of the season, he missed 2 games with injury, plus had under 8 fantasy points in the 2 games that he did suit up. Things start to get a little bit better week 5 when he put up 23 fantasy points, week 6, 18, week 7, 17, and then his best outing of the season, a 42-point bomb of an unbelievable outing against the Las Vegas Raiders that he scored 3 touchdowns in that game, 42 fantasy points. But week 8, that was the high point of the season for Kamara. Nothing but a mess, really, from that point onward. His fantasy points per game from that point, week 9 onward, 9.2, 7.5, 12.9, 7, 5.7, 12.4, 19 in the fantasy football semifinals, which certainly was good, and then 9 in the championship game. He had 12 fantasy points in a meaningless Week 18 matchup. So, again, for Kamara, just not a very efficient season for sure. Let's get to the receiving game. So, the first 4 years of his career, over 80 receptions. He had 81 each of his first 3 years. Great stat there. Just exactly 81 catches his first 3 years. Then he drops to then he goes up, to 83 catches his 4th year. 2021, no Drew Brees, 47 receptions. Took a decent dip there. This past season, 57 receptions, certainly a good number. 57 receptions for a running back is tremendous. So can't really knock Kamara on the receptions part of it, but his amount of routes run were a career low. So he was very efficient on the opportunities he got with the 57 receptions. It went for 490 yards, which was the second lowest total of his career. That there was a 439 the year before, and 2 touchdowns through the air. So overall, 4 total touchdowns for Kamara, which is just horrendous for a guy who's gone for 16 on the ground, 14 on the ground, and all the advanced metrics are pointing the wrong way. So again, the average yards per carry 3.7 and 4 the last 2 years. He's not breaking tackles anymore the way he used to. Career low missed tackle rate, career low yards after contact rate. He's 200-yard rushing games. He's going to be 28 next season. Quarterback questions, has a law issue hovering over him. He's had injuries lately. These are all negatives that you just do not want to draft Alvin Kamara next season. All right, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. Tune in 5 o'clock Eastern time for the live stream. We're going to reveal to you my all bust team and preview the playoffs.